Hi, if you like the video, please remember to subscribe. The impressive device you see here, my friends, attached to the top of my Canon 600D DSLR is the MCOPLUS LE-168B LED video light, a handy gadget that gives you an affordable constant light source for your video work or even some still photography. If you ever try to do any video work inside or in darker conditions outside, you'll know that to get good results it can be very tricky. Sure, you can open up your aperture all the way and pump up your ISO past 1600, but that makes staying in focus tricky, and the extra noise introduced at high ISOs kind of spoils the quality advantage of shooting with the DSLR. The LE-168B though gives you some options. With half of its 168 LEDs balanced to a warm orange 3200K and the other half to a cool blue 7500K, combine the two and you've got a pleasantly balanced, lightweight but bright for its size light source. The LE-168B runs off 6 AA batteries, or you could use a 9V DC mains adapter, and it even comes with the special battery adapters so you can use the common camera and camcorder batteries from the big manufacturers. It comes with a nice diffusion filter and a handy flash type bracket to mount the whole thing on top of your camera, or conceivably a light stand as well. Let's take a closer look at the device. These are the battery adapters that go on the back of the LE-168B, so it can take some of the more common camera type batteries. I'll put a list in the description below. This is the diffuser, and this is the unit itself. As you can see, there's 168 LEDs on the front, half with a warm orange tone and half with a cooler blue tone. And they can be controlled independently with these dials on the back. So you can have either half on, both on together, or a combination of the two. There's a battery test button here, and this is the 9V DC input if you've got the appropriate adapter. And these brackets here are to connect multiple units together to make a bank of lights. The unit feels chunky and well made, but bearing in mind the price of under £40 in the UK and about the same in US dollars in the States, I'd treat it with care and pack it safely inside your camera bag. As I said at the beginning, this light panel is mainly aimed at people looking for a video light source, but if you're doing any stills where you're subjected close to the camera, for example macro work, the LE-168B could be very useful indeed. If we look inside the back panel, you can see the 6 AA batteries that power the unit, which should give you at least a couple of hours use. Now, let's look at some practical examples, with unfortunately myself as the subject. In this first example, it's just me being filmed with my DSLR indoors at 24 frames a second, ISO 200, f3.5 and a 50th of a second. It looks so dark because normally I have a 500 watt halogen light going through a shoot-through umbrella to brighten the scene, which is okay, but a bit of a pain to set up. Now, all I've done is turn on the LE-168B to full power with the diffuser, and you can see the difference. And it's so easy to set up and pack away. Sure, it's a different look with the light coming from on top of the camera, but with a little distance, I think it's more than okay for simple to camera work. In this example, I've popped the unit on a light stand, and you can see the difference it makes. A much more dramatic look, but oddly more comfortable for the person in front of the camera. If you added a reflector down the darker side of the subject, you could soften things up a bit, or you could even put a shoot-through umbrella in front of the light source. So there it is, the MCOPLUS LE-168B, a great budget LED video light for your DSLR or video camera that won't break the bank, but will allow you to bring light to situations where normally it would be too inconvenient. Okay, so that's enough from me. Please click like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you'd like to see more of the same, put any questions or comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.